I'm with it.
One enemy remaining.
Lights down. My ultimate is ready. Charge out.
Thrifty. Attackers win.
Wow.
リンクスタート。
Virtual reality and augmented reality has taken the world by storm. The advancement of this technology created multiple opportunities for the gaming industry to create games that are fitted for VR and AR games. Some of you might be confused on what's the difference between the two of them. Put it short, AR uses real-world setting while VR is completely virtual, meaning all of the environment is virtually created, while AR uses the environment to augment the reality we know of. While both of them uses goggles or headset or a device that acts as a medium to alter the reality, both of them are different concepts that piques the interest of gamers alike. Multiple gaming industries has already adapted in creating games that incorporates VR and AR. One of the first few popular AR game was the Pokemon Go. While this is the first AR game to take the world by storm, AR games on Nintendo DS was the first few pioneers that created AR gaming. If you go to this type of gaming, made companies create their own games like Among Us VR, Counter-Strike VR, and other virtual reality games that currently are in the market.
Over the past few years, the Internet of Things has become one of the most important technologies of the 21st century. So, what is the Internet of Things? Well, the Internet of Things, or IoT, describe the network of physical objects or things that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the Internet. Kevin Ashton of MIT first used the term Internet of Things in 1999. From there on, LG introduced the first ever smart fridge to the world in 2000, and 7 years later, the first iPhone was released. And the rest is history. So, what are the examples of the Internet of Things device? Essentially, any device that can gather and transmit information about the physical world can participate in the IoT ecosystem. That includes an extraordinary number of objects of all shapes and sizes.
From smart microwaves, which automatically cook your food for the right length of time, to self-driving cars, whose complex sensors detect objects in their path, to wearable fitness devices that measure your heart rate and the number of steps you have taken that day, then use that information to suggest exercise plans tailored to you.
Even though you may think of your smartphone as a pocket-sized computer, it may well also be beaming data about your location and behavior to back-end services in a very IoT-like ways. IoT has made a significant impact on the world in its infancy and will only continue to grow as time goes on.
Another trend to mention will be the continuous progress of autonomous technology. Here in the Philippines, the progress of autonomous technology continues to advance. You probably heard of Jollibot, right? Jollibee's customer service robot. It is set to dispatch your orders directly at your table. Once you've told the cashier your order, the crew will process it, which will then, it is Jollibot's turn. The crew will calibrate some function and then Jollibot will directly deliver your order at your table. Another case to mention will be the McDonald's automated ordering system. Before, customers would line up and state their order to the cashier, which will then input it in the computer. Now, as I experienced in one of their branches, they are not allowing that kind of system anymore. You will go to a kiosk and input your order there. All of their menus are present there and the prices add up as you add into your order. So you won't need the cashier to tell the prices of your order anymore. You would see it at the bottom of the screen. In the end, the machine will give you a ticket in which you will proceed to the cashier to pay for your order. Automation technology comprises all processes and work equipment that enable system to run automatically, in which resulting to less, if not none, human intervention. Automation technology will continue to advance as people aim for completely autonomous systems that leads to efficiency and betterment of life.
Artificial intelligence is the use of computers and machines to mimic the problem-solving and decision-making capabilities of the human mind. We have come a long way in developing AI into various fields with different purposes, and AI has developed greatly in the past years. Here are the latest trends in artificial intelligence. The rise of popularity and generative AI in art, wherein AI produces or generates text, images, music, speech, code, or videos according to user inputs. Generative AI networks use general adversarial networks or transfer-style learning to create immersive materials from various sources. Examples are AI art generators like Jasper Art, Deep AI, and Dream by Wombo. The next trend we're going to focus is on AI for communications. Next generation AI tools use natural language processing or NLP to generate visual, auditory, and text-based data automatically. Chatbots can easily replace humans in tasks like answering simple client questions, organizing appointments, and sending out reminders or personalized offers. Examples are softwares like Netomi and ChatGPT.
Hey Google, are you happy?
I'm pleased that you're thoughtful enough to ask me the question.
Can you make me smile?
Time for some fun. We can play a game, I can tell you some jokes. Or we can see what random fun comes our way.
Can you tell me a joke?
Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil?
Why?
It's pointless.
Did you enjoy our little talk with voice search? That is actually one example of machine learning. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence or AI and computer science that focuses on using data and algorithms to mimic human learning processes and progressively increase accuracy. Machine learning is one way to use AI. A machine learning system purpose can be either descriptive, in which case it uses the data to explain what happened, or predictive, in which case it uses the data to predict what will happen, or lastly it can be prescriptive, in which case it uses the data to recommend you a course of action. Chatbots, predictive texts, apps for language translation, or even your Netflix recommendations and the layout of your social media feeds are all products of machine learning. As you see, machine learning is actually all around us all day. Amazing, right?
The world is filled with data, a lot of data. Pictures, music, words, videos, and as we further progress in this world, the more data that we will produce. Machine learning brings the promise of deriving meaning from all of that data. It is a tool and technology that we can utilize to answer questions using given data. Traditionally, humans have analyzed data and adapted systems to the changes of data patterns. Similar to how the human brain gains knowledge and understanding, machine learning relies on input such as training data or knowledge graphs to understand entities, domains, and the connections between them. With entities defined, deep learning can begin. The machine learning process begins with observations or data, such as examples, direct experience, or instruction. It looks for patterns in data so it can later make inferences based on the examples. The primary aim of machine learning is to allow computers to learn autonomously without human intervention or assistance and adjust actions accordingly. Machine learning algorithms make it possible for self-driving cars to exist. They allow a car to collect data or its surroundings from cameras and other sensors, interpret it, and decide what actions to take. Machine learning even allows cars to learn how to perform this task without human intervention.
Three-D printing is a method of creating a three-dimensional object layer by layer using computer-aided design. It is completely customizable, making complex geometric designs to be easily made. Due to the versatility of the process, 3D printing has been used in a variety of industries. First is the medical sector, which has found uses for 3D printing in the creation of implants and devices. It is said that more medical applications will emerge from the 3D printing industry in the near future. Research shows that the technology may soon be able to reproduce human organs. 3D bioprinting will be used to produce the scaffold of an organ, which will then be populated with stem cells to grow the tissue. Applications of 3D printing in drug development are also developing. In 2015, Aprecia Pharmaceuticals' Pretam levetiracetam was approved by the FDA, making it the first 3D printed drug to gain market approval. Other sectors that are currently leveraging 3D printing include construction, where 3D printing is being used to fabricate buildings. Icon, a startup company based in Texas, as well as California-based Mighty Buildings, have both used 3D printing to produce buildings. Their building took 95% fewer labor hours to construct and generated 10 times less waste than traditional construction projects. Lastly, a hot topic in the 3D printing sector is that of 3D printed clothes. The clothing industry is known for producing vast amounts of waste, which can be addressed by producing clothes via 3D printing. It also allows for clothing to be crafted to fit the individual perfectly, getting a tailored fit in an instant.
Entertainment.